Hello everyone, thanks for watching, and today the mailman brought this guy to me and I'm pretty happy about it. I've been waiting for a while to get this thing in. One of the things that I really love about customizing is that when I find a different body style that I can use, I really enjoy trying to find something that I can do with it because as personal preference, I find it a little bit boring when all of your action figures look the exact same height, the exact same body shape. So when there's an opportunity coming along where I can vary that up a little bit, I usually jump on it. So I saw this guy go up for pre-order. Now this is, I believe it's a new company called Molaolao Studios. This is their, I believe it's TM01 figure. And it comes in two varieties, a tattooed version for more of like a Yakuza gangster kind of guy with all the tattoos and things. And in fact, the hands come with, as if they're holding knives. Okay, so we're going to open this guy up. Okay, there's the general look. Oh, look, he comes with his own silicone packet. I love it when there's bonus features. Okay, let's pull him out of here and slide this thing up here. Okay, so that is the base body. It's really heavy. Okay, if you compare this to like your standard Hot Toys True Type clone, you'll see just how much larger this one is. Okay. I'm lining up the feet, and look, it's a considerably larger boy there. Okay, now this guy here represents a 6-foot action figure, minus the head, of course, so it's about 10.5 inches tall. So this one is considerably, and this weighs probably about 4 ounces, 5 ounces or so. This thing here is 17 ounces, and so it's considerably heavier and bulkier. Now this compares more along the lines of the World Box bodies. And I'm a big fan of the World Box bodies because they're very tough, they're very durable, and they feel a little bit more substantial when you're picking something up. Now, obviously, not for everything does it work for all your needs, but like I said, a little bit of variety on my shelf is something that I appreciate. So there's some of the, it's a double jointed knee, so you can get the pose all the way down to here. You have the arms. The arms are a little bit limited just because of their bulk, but it is a double jointed arm, so you can get up to this position here. The shoulders have a little bit of a limited articulation. Like I can't move this forward and this way. I can go here, bend it out here, this way and this way. But not bad. I think it's a good mix between aesthetics and functionality. Like I said, the elbows are double jointed. It's got some good detail on them. Clearly, this fella here is more along the lines of very large, but like a little softer body type. Now, the hands look a little bit small in proportion. They're very standard size hands. And considering this body's a little bit larger, it would have been nice to find some hands that were a little bit bigger for it. So if you look in proportion to the feet, if I compare him to, again, our standard size, look at the size difference in the feet. So if you're trying to put a hollow boot on this guy, yeah, that's probably not going to work too well. And you're going to have to find something that will work a little bit and hold this guy up a little bit. All the joints are very, very tight. I don't think you'd have a problem holding any kind of position that you want, as long as you balance them So, like that. Overall, I'm very satisfied with it. I think it's a great addition to the collection. Now, if I compare this guy runs about, it costs $65 in pre-order. I got this from TNS Toys, and which I do a lot of pre-orders with. Very happy with their customer service. But I'm sure you can find them other places, Toys Wonderland, Giant Toys. I frequently do a lot of business with Giant Toys as well. And have always had great customer service with all of them. TNS really does a great job at, they bend over backwards to help their customers, at least in my experience with them. Okay, the hip articulation, you can make him a very large Jean-Claude Van Damme. You can, the legs come up to here, so he's not front kicking very high. And his back, moving the leg back doesn't really go too well, but if this isn't really the sort of character you're going to dress in a Spider-Man costume and have him bouncing around. Although, if you wanted, you could probably turn this into a pretty beefy-sized Venom character. He does come with 2 extra hands, and they have this sort of funky, let's see if we can get this guy to focus here a little bit. There we go. See that little cut by the thumb? Like the thumb is added later, but you can see the style of the hand. It's meant to hold a knife. So this would sort of be your knife fighting. Now this, you can really see it here, like the size difference in the hands. Like these are pretty much in proportion, but these guys are a little bit smaller. You can see how it's just a little bit off. So this is sort of a standard size hand, and this is sort of a larger hand. So that's one little nitpick, if you will. But the size and the weight of this thing is very much well worth the price. If you figure this body here will cost you about $20, okay, and this one's $65. Now, if like on my shop, this guy's probably going to turn into the Rhino because he's big and he's huge, but and it doesn't require that I use a whole lot of muscular and detailed body. Now, if we compare this to the latest release from Worldbox, which I made here, okay, you can see the muscularity in the Worldbox body is significantly larger, like this. Height-wise, the Worldbox is a little bit taller. Still very much a very large figure, very large imposing figure. So you put him on the shelf, you're going to have a good comparison if you want one that's going to be comparable. Now this one here from Worldbox cost about $95, I believe, when I first pre-ordered it. So this one is significantly pricier. About the same weight. This one's a little bit heavier than this one, but overall, very similar product. I was able to find these shoes that kind of match up the size of the foot. So if you wanted, you could probably get a pair of these kinds of boots and put it on this figure here. But yeah, that is the Molaolao Studios TM01 figure. And so if you're looking for something to put on your shelf that's going to be a larger, more imposing figure, you could probably use this guy for a kingpin. You could probably use him for, like I said, the Rhino. Any of your larger, beefier looking characters that you want to have him in a proper scale next to another character that would really make it stand out. But overall, I highly recommend it. I am very satisfied with it. I think it's well worth the money. The materials are very heavy, very dense. You don't get the feeling they're going to snap. There's a lot of posability in the joints. The joints are all very tight. The detail on the sculpting on the hands and feet is exceptional. The detail on the body is very good. Like I said, he's meant to have a little bit of a softer appearance, not quite like, world-class bodybuilder, but very large guy. And I think they've achieved this very, very well. I'm really looking forward to what else these guys come out with, because, like I said, it's always nice to have a variety of body types and sizes on your shelf to really break things up. But that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, please let me know in the section below, and I will catch you next time.